We're halfway through the year. Let's talk about planners, to-do lists, and why I am missing my goals. Hello, Darren here, The Creative Minimalist, www.thecreativeminimalist.com. We're now at the beginning of July, a new month. That's 6 months past. That's half of 23 gone already. I had a couple of 23 goals that were supposed to have been reached by now. I have failed. I'm going to lapse into a state of depressed inactivity. Excuse me, but it is because you have been in a state of depressed inactivity that you haven't reached your goals. Okay, rumbled. But first, I am no medical expert, so if you are suffering any form of depression, or even think that you might, please seek qualified medical advice. Now, back to my inactivity. I am stuck between the still here not really getting anywhere, reaching those aforementioned goals such as regular vlogging, releasing more music, and actually doing quite a bit. I am recording new music, upping my game in visual creativity using Adobe Creative Cloud, learning lots of stuff. So my issue is perhaps more to do with consistency and choosing or planning to do the right stuff at the right time. In other related news, I'm still not happy with my planners or general planning or planning stuff and scheduling stuff and spending too much time being unhappy about that. Recently, I have been trying Notion and ClickUp, but because I am unsociable, an introvert, because I work on my own, they both do way too much. Now, I could learn how to really work with them to get to my perfect digital planning system. But hey, perfectionism? And is that just another form of procrastination? And also, I need the tactile, the paper, or at least I think I do. But anyway, let's see how my current planner is working out. So here we are. It's been a while, but I thought I should just I'll just update you on where I am with my with my analog paper planner type thing, where I'm at currently in what I'm doing. As I said, I'm struggling with digital, non-digital paper. I just need this tactile, the tactile element of paper. But this is my current paper setup. I've still got my, let me just drag it out. I've still got my, I've got a new songwriting journal. I've still got my fiction writing journal. I've still got various art type journals as well. So I'm still using journals and things, but this is the daily planner that I'm using alongside a very handy blank notepad, which when I need to think of things on a larger scale. I don't know why I still need to turn to paper at times. Anyway, this is the current setup that I'm using each day, and I just thought I'd go through with you how I set that up. But first of all, I turn to my drawer of wonders, where I keep my essentials for creating all these things. It's just so handy. Get on with it, Darren. Get on with it. Basically, I'm just using a simple layout planner. As you notice, I do use my Lamy ink pens for this, but I'm using a dot, sorry about that, using a dot page at the moment, and this, I'm looking through at the previous pages so I know where to draw that middle line, but just basically sort of a couple of lines at the top, and then basically halfway down the page. And as you can see, this part up here becomes my bullet journal place. So film setting up this page is what I'm going to do, and what I am currently doing. Then what I do is I divide the page into, so at the bottom I've got some separate areas. I just count along 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18, and 18 actually marks 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. 18 basically marks the midpoint of each of these two pages, and if you're worrying about me putting my ruler onto ink, it has got a cork backing, so I don't smudge when I'm doing this. I always smudge when I use my thicker ink pen, and that's because I'm just messy in general. But each page then gets its own date, and let's see, we're up to, this will be the 29th, because it's going to be Thursday. Make sure I get it the right way round. Quite often I end up putting the date on wrong. Then we go to the 30th of June, and just check it's the right way up, 30th. And then what I do is we just add, so we're at Thursday, and this will be Friday. So I just type those in there. So like I say, I've got at the top a straight bullet journal section, and then underneath, what I've been doing is actually having a simple tracker system. I'll do it in for one, well, I'll probably do it for both of the pages while I prattle on. It probably takes me that long to do it. And currently I've got things that I want to be doing each day, and that's what this little section is. And I shall show you what I'm doing. Done that one wrong. See, I shouldn't be talking, I should be concentrating too, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you make mistakes. This isn't about making things pretty. This is about being effective and what works. And this currently is working for me. If it works for you or something similar, you could try it too. But I just divide this up because I'll show you when I finally get round to it. You should really be going a bit quicker, Darren, shouldn't you, really? You don't like it when people waffle in their videos, so why are you doing it? I don't know. You tell me. This is just what I do. But anyway, that's there. And let me just see. And what I'm doing, this is the next bit. I'll go back to a previous page so I can show you a little bit more. But what I'm doing is, this is my social stuff that I want to do each day. So I would like to post to the Creative Minimalist. I would like to do some This Temple Eden social. And I would like to do some freelance stuff, Weo words and or any other media is what I can produce for anyone who's interested. Then my next section is, I want to do music each day. I want to write fiction. And I want to maintain the vlog and the blog. So I want to spend some time doing those things. So again, I'm just marking them off. Now this is different before, well, to explain this a little bit better. This isn't about the actual things, the actual bullets and projects and topics and things that I want to do. This is more of a high level check off. So although I want to do some music each day, I've got the actual things to do with regard to music in Things itself. So I'm tracking that the actual items are stored in my digital planner, but this is a check-off thing to check the items, to give me some sort of visual tracker of how good I'm doing. Now I'm actually trying to learn a few things, and that's what these things are down here. This is to keep me going. I'm trying to learn Chinese. I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm actually doing some ancient Greek and ancient Hebrew as well, and then I'm doing HTML, CSS and JavaScript. That's generally just to keep my eye in the game. I know all those, I know the basics, and so I'm just keeping learning. And I'm actually teaching or learning how to code in Python as well. Now these are the current things that I'm trying to learn, just to keep the brain alive and keep pushing myself on those. And I just tracking that each day. I'm using the Drops app for Chinese, Duolingo for Spanish, Greek and Hebrew. I'm following Daily Dose of Greek and Daily Dose of Hebrew, which is just going through. They're actually Bible verses, but it's a translation type thing, so it's learning all the grammar and stuff on there. The web stuff I'm using Mimo app, I think it's Mimo or Mimo, don't know how to pronounce that. And Python I'm using SoloLearn. So at the moment I'm just using those things. I'm not spending too much time doing them, but I'm just using them to keep my brain going. So that is my general layout. So I have bullets at the top for things to do. I have my tracker checklist, and I think I mentioned about posting social, but if I do more than one, I can then track them across. The idea is that I would like to do more than one, but I'm not really getting into that at the moment. And then this little section is just for capturing notes. So if I flip back to today's, what I'm currently doing, so this is Wednesday, just some various notes up here and stuff, but basically here's my tracker. So I posted to Twitter and Instagram for the Creative Minimalist, but not the others at the moment. I haven't done any music or fiction, but this counts as something that I've done on the vlog, and I've done all my Chinese, Spanish, Greek, Hebrew, web and Python. And there's a bit of Chinese for you, and you can tell that my Chinese writing is as bad as my English handwriting. So apologies to all writing or handwriting or hand signing or hand lettering people who actually are quite decent at doing it. Using a Tombow just to capture those things. So that's my current journal setup. That's what I'm using. This has been going now for several months. I've been using this on a daily basis. It's helped. I am tracking things. I'm definitely learning, but that all ties in back with the other stuff that I am and have been talking about. So I hope this has helped, but that's basically my simple bullet journal layout that I am currently using. A quick caveat about the learning language things and other mental habits. They are there to keep my mind sharp, or to attempt to. And if a byproduct of that is to actually be able to recognise the odd word, the odd Chinese phrase, or even be able to speak a little Spanish, then great. The checkbox tracker thing is quite good and visually helpful. And that is similar to what I have running in Things 3 app, which I'm still using. And to be honest, why am I not just sticking to that instead of wasting time looking at and half-heartedly trying other apps? I have blamed Things, the app, for having too many to-do items in it. But the bottom line is, it wouldn't have so many to-dos if I just did some of them. The bottom line is I have to be disciplined. To get things done, I need to do things. Motivation has been an issue, and I think that along with all the usual creative issues is my problem. If subscribing to motivation was as motivational as subscribing to Paramount Plus, then hey. I know that many creatives have been having motivational issues these past few years, or at least those who tend to soak up and be sensitive to things going on in the ether. But again, all I have to do is be motivated to turn off or shut out that noise. If my whinging about planners, software and procrastination has made you feel better about your own creativity, then please do like the video and subscribe. If you can relate to my predicament, like and subscribe, and we can lift ourselves out of depressed inactivity together. So, once again, to get goals achieved, you have to turn up. You have to turn up, Darren. I'll see you next time. Let's achieve those goals. Blessings.